President Donald Trump's secret flight switch has been exposed after a bombshell Washington Post report revealed an extraordinary decoy operation during his July trip from Turkey. CNN host Caitlin Collins aired footage appearing to show Trump boarding Air Force One before reportedly leaving through an elevated catering truck and transferring to a smaller U.S. Air Force C-32A military jet. The operation reportedly followed an apparent Iranian assassination threat, with Trump's movements being kept hidden from reporters and even some White House officials. And here's where the story gets even more bizarre. Journalists and some White House staff members were still aboard Air Force One when the plane flew from Turkey to Britain on July 8th. They had no idea that Trump was no longer on board, meaning they were effectively serving as unwitting decoys. The journalists who were physically on that aircraft confirmed they had been kept completely in the dark, according to the Washington Post. That revelation has sparked a furious reaction online, with people questioning why the aircraft was allowed to take off in the first place if the threat was considered serious enough to secretly move the president. Some asked, why not simply stage a mechanical problem and safely delay the flight instead of allowing the original aircraft carrying journalists and staff to continue flying? Even TMZ's Harvey Levin, who reportedly spoke to someone involved in the situation, apparently didn't understand why a fake mechanical problem wasn't used instead, or why actual people had to be left aboard as decoys. And social media users were absolutely brutal. One person wrote that Trump was not only a coward, but had purposely placed dozens of innocent people in danger just so he could pull off his Houdini act. Another wrote that Trump let the press, pilots, and staff stay on the plane to potentially get shot down before sarcastically asking, "Wow, what a hero." A third user went even further, writing that Trump treats everyone around him as expendable cannon fodder while he sneaks away like a rat. Real leaders don't sacrifice their own people to save their skin. Another commenter turned their anger toward the Secret Service, writing that the agency doesn't give two shits about anyone else except the protectee. One post asked just how big of a coward Trump had to be to hide in a food truck while potentially sending people to their deaths before launching into a series of other attacks against the president. The unusual flight switch has now raised a much bigger question. And why use a plane full of journalists and staff as the apparent distraction instead of staging a simple mechanical issue and finding another way to protect the president? Notably, just hours before that secretive flight switch, Trump was already describing Iran as a serious threat and telling NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte that he remained at the very top of Tehran's target list.
I don't think they know what the hell they're doing. They're bad people, very bad people. I think they're incompetent, by the way. Because if they were competent, they would have made a deal a long time ago, like about 47 years ago. So they've been in trouble for 47 years. And we took out their first set of leaders. We took out their second set of leaders. They want to take out the U.S. leader, me. I'm on every list. I saw a thing this morning. I'm on every single one of their lists. And so far, I guess I've been a little bit lucky, but that maybe doesn't last very long because that's the way it goes. We have great people. But these are evil, sick people, and we have to rid their cancer. Their cancer. You know what you do? You got to cut out cancer early. Man, that's the way I feel.
And during a separate media address that same day, Trump returned to the subject, talking about the dangers that come with being president, and again claiming that Iran considers him its number one target.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Mr. President, Tyler Pager with the New York Times. Last month, you said Iranian leaders were very rational people, nice people to deal with, strong people, smart people. Today, you said they were scum, sick people, and being led by sick people. What changed, and do you think...
I got to know them. So
Well,
I've said that about a lot. Now, when you say rational, I think they're much more rational than level 1, level 2. Level 1 is gone, level 2 is gone. This is level 3. I think they are more rational, but based on their actions over the last week or two, they're not doing a service to the people. And I think more than anything else is I got to know them. And I'm not sure I want to make a deal with them. We can play games, but I'm not sure I want to make a deal. Let's just finish the job. Yeah, please, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'd like you to address speculation that you're leaving Ankara not in the new Air Force One because of security concerns involving Iran. You've spoken today twice about them possibly assassinating you and possibly being successful. Did that concern have something to do with it?
Well, I speak about it a lot because, you know, the life of a president is very dangerous. It's 5.2%. You know what a race car driver is? 1/10 of 1%. A bull rider, that looks pretty dangerous to me. It's 1/10 of 1%. No, it's 5.2% is you don't make it. You should have told me you're an excellent reporter. You should have told me that years ago. Maybe I wouldn't have run. It's a very dangerous profession. No, I'm number 1 on the kill list for Iran. They're lovely people. I'm number 1. So I don't know. I can't tell you that, but I don't really care because I'm doing my job and I'm doing it, I hope, better than anybody's ever done it because we have a country that's hot and really, really successful. But I mention it only because it's on the list. I mean, it came out. There was another list came out yesterday, and I'm number 1 on. I like being number 1 on TikTok better, but I'm number 1 on the list for killing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, Sean McCreesh, New York Times. But why aren't you flying the new plane home?
Say what?
Why aren't you flying on the new Air Force One home?
It's flying to Europe to one of the big bases, 2 or 3 of the big bases where we can show it to the people. And we'll be going home by normal methods. But we have it going to Europe to a couple of bases, actually 1 in particular, but it's going to go to a couple of bases, stop, so the soldiers can see it because it's truly magnificent.